Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have been given this topless box, as you can see in this given diagram, such that the length of this box is x units, the width is x units as well, whereas the height of this box is y units. And furthermore, the surface area of this box has been given to us as 108 square units. And now our task is to maximize the volume of this open box by figuring out the appropriate values of x and y. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Let's focus on this brown box. And now let's recall the volume of three-dimension box. It is length times the width times the height. And we can see our length of this box is x, the width is x as well, whereas the height is y. So therefore we can write the volume V equals to our length is x times width is x times y. So therefore, if we simplify the right hand side, that is going to give us V equals to x square times y. I'm going to label this one as our equation number 1. And here's our next step. We know the surface area of this box is 108. And we know the surface area of this three-dimension box is going to be the area of this bottom part. And these four identical walls. And bear in mind that this box is topless. And now let's recall the area of the rectangle formula. Area equals to length times width. And we know the area of this bottom part is going to be x times x is going to give us x square. Whereas the area of this face is going to be x times y. So therefore this surface area of this wall is going to be x times y. Likewise, this is going to be x times y and x times y on this other side and x times y as well. So therefore the total surface area is going to be x square plus 4 times xy. So therefore I can write x square plus 4 times x times y. And we know our surface area has been given to us as 108. So therefore I'm going to substitute that area value 108 over here. So therefore this equation is going to become x square plus 4 times xy equals to 108. And bear in mind that x is going to be between 0 and the square root of 108. And I'm going to label this equation as our equation number 2. And in this next step, I'm going to isolate y. So therefore, I'm going to move this x square on the other side. Let's divide both sides by 4x. Here 4x and 4x is gone. So therefore, y turns out to be equal to 108 minus x square all over 4x. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 3. And now let's recall this equation 1 once again. And here I have copied down equation 1. And now let's focus on y. We already figured out from equation 3, y is equal to 108 minus x squared divided by 4x. So therefore I'm going to replace this y with 108 minus x squared all over 4x over here, as you can see in this next step. And now we are going to multiply and simplify the right hand side. So therefore the volume V turns out to be equal to 27x minus x power 3 divided by 4. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 4. So thus the volume of this three-dimensional box turns out to be equal to 27 x minus x power 3 divided by 4. And since we are going to maximize the volume of this box, so therefore we are going to take the first derivative of this equation. Then we are going to set that equation equals to 0. So therefore the first derivative of this equation is going to be v prime equals to 27 times the derivative of x is going to be simply 1 minus 1 divided by 4 times the derivative of x power 3 is going to be 3 times x power 2. So therefore the first derivative v prime turns out to be 27 minus 3x square divided by 4, and I'm going to label this one as our equation number 5. And now in order to maximize the volume, we are going to set this derivative v prime equals to 0. So therefore this equation is going to become 27 minus 3x square divided by 4 equals to 0. And I'm going to move this on the other side. And now I'm going to multiply both sides by this reciprocal 4 divided by 3 on this side and 4 divided by 3 on this side as well. And here we can see this cancels out. So therefore x square turns out to be equal to, if we simplify the right hand side, that is going to give us 36. And now we are going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore our x value turns out to be equal to positive 6. And we are going to ignore the negative value of x since x represents the side length. So thus we figured out our x value is 6. And here's our next step. We are going to figure out the critical points and see whether this is concave down so that we can get the maximum value of the volume. So therefore we are going to take the second derivative of the volume by just looking at this equation 5. Our first derivative v prime equals to 27 minus 3x squared divided by 4. So we are going to take the second derivative. So v double prime is going to be equal to the derivative of this constant 27 is going to give us 0 minus 3 divided by 4 times the derivative of x square is going to give us 2 times x. So therefore our second derivative v double prime turns out to be equal to negative 3x divided by 2 if we simplify this part. And since our x value is 6, so therefore we can see this is our 6 value, and we can see our this second derivative of this volume turns out to be a negative value. So therefore this is going to be a concave down. So therefore the function is going to have the maximum value at x equal to 6 indeed. In other words, we have a concave down, and this x equal to 6 is our critical point. So that is going to yield the maximum value. And now we are going to calculate the value of y by just plugging in this equation 3. And here I have copied down this equation 3 over here. And I'm going to substitute x equal to 6 value over here. As you can see in this next step, I have substituted x value 6 over here. Let's simplify. That is going to give us y equals to 108 minus 36 divided by 24. So therefore our y value turns out to be 3 units. So thus our x value turns out to be 6 and y value is 3. So thus to maximize the volume of this box, our this length turns out to be 6 units. Our width is 6 units and our height is 3 units, as you can see over here. So thus our x value turns out to be 6 and y value is 3 units. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.